When starting a business, marketing weighs heavily on the decision to bring a product or service to life. An enormous amount of data is studied to show whether or not a product or service will perform. This data is then analyzed in the framework of an overall business model and occurs long before a product is produced. For the real estate professional, it's very different. You probably didn't decide on mortgage or real estate based on analytical data, gross rating points, reach frequency, and all the science of an MBA. For many, a marketing plan consists of email blasts, handing out business cards, and donuts for referral partners. Without a marketing background, many use what we call the bump into method. Try this, try that, and hope for the best. Marketing is a science, a discipline. You want the most amount of business from the people willing to send it to you. So let's take a closer look. A good marketing plan has 3 components. Component 1 is your market. Your market is your audience, also called your sphere of influence, or SOI. We'll go into greater detail on SOI concepts in the Exodus Learning Center. But for now, you probably understand it as the people you know or the people that you've ever done business with. Statistically, 82% of new business comes from your SOI through referrals. That's a huge percentage, and that's why it's so important that you market to your sphere. The second component is your message. Your message is what you say to your market. Your message is so important, and is probably the biggest area of failure we see in marketing programs today. Pouring resources into programs and gimmicks that don't communicate in a meaningful way are all part of the bump into method. All things being equal, if you and the company across town offer the same product, the same service with the same result, people will do business with those they know, those they like, and those they trust every time. The third component is media. Media is the way you deliver your message to your market. There's a few different types of media. So for some insight into media, I would like to introduce our marketing manager, Keith Shapiro.
Thanks, Priscilla. Hi, I'm Keith Shapiro, the sales and marketing manager here at Exodus Marketing Group, and Priscilla explained the first 2 components of a strong marketing campaign, your market and your message. The third component is media. Once your message is in place, the choice of media is the way you deliver that message to your market. A marketing campaign is like a table, and it needs 3 legs in order to stand firm. And that's why your market, your message, and the right media are so critically important. Now, the main types of media are mass media, the internet, and direct marketing. We're going to take a brief look at the media types along with the pros and cons of each. So let's first take a look at mass media. Mass media includes television, radio, the yellow pages, the newspaper, etc. The pros of mass media are large coverage areas, you can reach lots of people, and there's even a little bit of celebrity status in it for you. But the cons, however, come to bear pretty quickly. TV and radio are very, very big budget, and the results take quite a while to kick in. So you need a dense reach frequency to the tune of thousands of dollars per month for mass media to become intrinsically effective. With impulse retail purchases like cheeseburgers, clothing, and electronics, mass media works well. However, mortgage and real estate aren't normally impulse purchases, so it doesn't work as effectively in the short term. In our experience with mass media, the celebrity status and huge expense aren't a very good trade-off for an effective platform needed to share yourself, share your knowledge, and become part of the family. Now let's take a look at internet marketing. Very popular, with email and social media being free or pretty close to it. Many still call it the wave of the future. Do you remember the information superhighway? Well, the pros of the internet are that you can be found 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, anywhere in the world, and of course it can be pretty cheap. But the cons, well, there's a couple of cons with it, but the biggest one is that the internet is largely recreational. and more impulse purchase driven than most internet marketers would, really lead you to believe. Let's face it, everyone uses the internet and we're using it with you right now. So unless someone is looking for you specifically, it's not necessarily the best way to market to your sphere of influence. Then there's direct marketing. Flyers, postcards, and of course newsletters. Now, direct marketing has a lasting impression. By its very nature, it's a direct connection between you and your client. You physically send something of real value directly to your sphere of influence. What's important to know when you choose your media is that what works for a restaurant or clothing shop doesn't work for a loan officer or a real estate broker. So rather than bumping into this and trying that and hope that something works at all, at Exodus we focus on what we know works. We're not only a provider, but also a very strong advocate for direct marketing, and we always will be. Because in comparison to television, radio, the newspaper, the Yellow Pages, Facebook, Twitter, affiliate programs, mobile websites, search engine optimization, only direct marketing delivers true communication directly to your client base. When compared to mass media, direct marketing is a fraction of the cost, with laser focus on your sphere of influence. Compared to the internet, including email, the net is so completely recreational and saturated that unless you sell a get-it-quick product or service, it's not even in the same ballpark. The fact is, people don't go to Facebook or MySpace and Twitter for a refi or a home loan or to go see property. They just don't. They call someone they know. And if they don't know anyone, they call someone they trust, like a family member or a close friend. The idea is for your past client, family member, or close friend to be an ambassador for you and your business. So when we look at the different types of media available, direct marketing is by far the most effective, the least expensive, and the most personable platform to communicate to your client base. Priscilla?
Thanks, Keith. Here at Exodus, we focus exclusively on direct marketing using professional and personalized newsletters. Keep in mind, a newsletter is more than just ink on paper. Anyone can put a photo and a logo on a page and hope for the best. Again, all things being equal, if you and someone else offer the same service with the same results, what makes you stand out? Why should someone do business with you rather than any and all other available options? In the next segment, we're going to take a closer look at the Exodus newsletter. We're going to show you why our newsletter is the best way to communicate with your sphere and how to use that newsletter to turn your clients into ambassadors for you and your business. In other words, we're going to show you how to do a newsletter right.